guys, today I have a whopping numatic WV380-2. This is enormous and we are going to see what's wrong with it, and I'm going to tell you what has happened, and I'm going to show you the underside, and we are going to clean it up, and we are going to, the list goes on. So, where to start? We're going to wash all of it. Don't worry, we're going to take it apart first. Before we do, I will turn it on outside, because I'll turn it on outside, I don't want it inside. This thing has been used to suck up diesel, so not brilliant. I'll just put you there so you can see. You see that? And just there. You get the plug. 3, 2, 1. So it does work. Oh yeah, the dog's going to start barking, by the way. Unplug. And yeah, so it does work. But you'll be in shock to find out. See, I'm filming this in the kitchen because I don't really want this in my bedroom. It's those stains on the carpets. Look at that. I was amazed that this thing actually turned on. All I got with it was a broken hose, because that does that, and no float valve. I did not get a float valve with this, which made me really, really, really shocked. This was literally all I got with it. For those of you who don't know, the float valve is basically the thing that supposed to protect your motor when you're sucking up liquid, because this thing was only used for sucking up liquid. I asked the people if they wanted it to suck up dry, if they wanted a filter for it, and they said no, so I'm just going to buy a float valve for it. The motor's fine and hasn't blown or anything, because it worked just then, you saw it. But I have not opened it or anything. I've turned it on briefly a few days ago, and it's been okay. I haven't used it at all because I don't want to be sucking up any liquid with it, really. It's from 2014. One still with the metal carry handle. This is basically like a Charles, pneumatic Charles, which is brothers with the George. This one doesn't have the solution thing there. Right, we best get stripping down. To start with, I'm going to take this bucket outside and not fill it up with water just yet. I'll show you what I do with that, show you how the cleaning works. There goes the dog again. So it's every video. To carry out this repair, you will need a posi pt2, like the old video. And before, I did try and do one of the screws with this, the impact driver, and it didn't really get a grip on it. So I decided to get the hand one out, and it seems to work perfectly. It has a twin brother. It's the WV370. This is a 380-2. Right, I dread to think what's going to be underneath. The bench vac is not on standby, but I do have him. Mr. Boris. Backpack's on standby. Here we go. Ooh, it's quite stiff. Ooh, hang on a minute. Take two. Oh my goodness. So there's the underside. That's not actually terrible. I was expecting that to be a lot worse. God. I'm going to take these two things off the side. Crikey. I was expecting this to be worse. Oh yeah, that comes out as well. Let's take this out. Look, we can take this bit off. This is all very new to me. One, two. Oh, we'll unscrew that first. I've never taken apart like a George or anything like that. I don't know why I just did that. But we need a bench vac. Because it's sort of damp, it's not the best for this sort of thing. I'm just trying to make sure I should probably can't use my phone, can I? I have to get the iPad. I'll be back in a sec. Right, got the iPad. So me and I'm going to take a picture of the wiring because I'm not going to remember. And on a Henry it says live and neutral, so what's going on? What's going on? Okay. There we go. So now we can undo. There's the cable removed. Thank God, it's driving me insane because you can't wrap it round. There's that. Oh. Not going to be able to wash this part because it's glued in. That's really annoying. Right. Anyway, back to the undoing. Please undo. How do you get the motor out? I was going to take these bits off, wasn't I? As I said, this is all very new to me. And possibly, hopefully, I'll be able to do a pneumatic Charles show motor change thing. when I get Charles. So I only get my pneumatics when they're cheap. If it's not cheap, I ain't buying it. That can be washed. Let's make a pile of parts to wash, because we're actually washing. We can take the handle off this quickly. Suppose we could try and do something which I've not thought of doing before. Well, that's just going to mash the head, so there's not much point in taking the handle off. It's annoying, but sometimes you've got to do what you've got to do. Anyway. Right, I've got the oil. Let's see if that has done anything. I found it. WD-40. Let's try this out. Ooh. There we go. Said leave for 10 minutes. Did drop a tad bit more in each one. And we'll see you in 10 minutes, I guess. could start running the water. Actually, no, I won't do that. Get what I just said. Why don't we do the WD-40 trick for this as well? So I can get these off. Right, let's do a 10-minute timer. Yeah. Right. I'm going to sit one of these chairs, I think. 10 minutes on the starts, by the way. And check out the handle first. I don't really like using WD-40 because I know the dangers. Pretty sure this is a lubricant, but prevents slugs from climbing flower pots. I wonder why that is. Maybe don't want to get killed by the chemical. That's back. Right, 10 minutes is up. Let's try extra square, which I cut. We have a handle off. That can be washed. And now this top part can be. Let's get back to these dreaded ones. Oh! Yes! Oh, finally. Hallelujah. We got it. Ooh. Gross. Satisfying. Oh my goodness. Just take a moment to. God. This is the worst I have ever seen a pneumatic like this. Crikey. Oh, I just realised something. worse.